all the people that come to Austin for South by Southwest or moving here in general, there's the cliche you hear constantly. Matt, where do all these people move to from into Austin?
Everybody comes from California.
Everyone comes from California, from LA, and we have the exact opposite. Meredith Jacqueline's joining us. You moved from Austin and went to LA.
Yes, I did.
You are bucking the trend, and I got to know why that is.
Well, first of all, I just have to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. I'm like just a contrarian person by nature. So, but no, also because I grew up here. I lived in Austin my whole life, and it was just kind of like time for a change. I always really enjoyed the West Coast. I like the beach. I like the weather.
Well, I was just talking to you. You're living in Santa Monica, so you're literally living on the beach.
You're living
in a nice area. Too.
Yeah, I'm like 4 blocks.
Essentially,
from the beach.
what we would dream of in that sort of case. And you do stand-up comedy, podcasting. Is that why you went to LA to do that, or just to get out of Texas?
It was like a little bit of all of it. I actually used to work for breweries, and I got a job offer to sell beer on the West Coast, and so I just kind of took that opportunity and ran with it. I'm actually not doing stand-up anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that on your Twitter.
Yeah.
That you over the last few years have gone viral on random angry conservative websites, on actual news sites, but you seem to have made quite a living for yourself. With that ass.
Yeah, the conservative group of people don't love the way that I make money.
Okay.
You're not selling my pillow then, I'm guessing.
No.
Well, she's selling some pillows.
There you go. I'm so glad that I gave you the softball. And
thank you. I appreciate it. This is Meredith's business card. You are wearing you're wearing your OnlyFans shirt.
Merch.
And off air we were talking about my venture into OnlyFans, trying to start one, and then like a friend who wants to smash bug. We were kind of talking about all the stuff that you can make money doing. What got you into that and being one of like the not only funny, famous, viral internet humor person, but also just new age sex symbol in a way?
So kind of years ago, I had like a couple random tweets, just little silly things go viral. And I started making memes and had a meme account on Instagram. But then every time I would post a picture of myself, I would get someone in the DMs like asking to see my boobs and asking for nudes. And just like the consummate hustler brain of mine, I was like, I'm going to monetize this.
You know what? You're going to do this.
So I was like, well, how about you PayPal me $50 and I'll send you a couple pictures. And then they would do it. And so I was like, oh.
Wait, this is weird.
Guys are so stupid. Done.
Yeah.
So I just kind of turned that into a whole business. And then when it was a lot easier to promote on like Instagram and stuff, I would post pictures like censored and then say, if you want to see this uncensored, send me X amount of dollars and I'll send them to you.
So just straight up over the internet, like no, that's awesome. No middleman.
Yeah. And so then it kind of snowballed and got bigger and bigger. And I did kind of like the private Snapchat thing before OnlyFans really came on the scene. And then when OnlyFans became kind of what it is and it started getting popular, and I had made other friends who kind of do the same thing for a living, everybody kind of switched to that platform. So I've been on that platform for 4 years.
And you do that as a living, like that is your thing. And
has that been the biggest help, is having those other friends who are all like, hey, we're all figuring out this new business together.
Absolutely.
And let's all look, for the longest time people relied on outside, let's say shady hustlers.
Right.
And they would take a lion's share of the money. And kind of the amazing
in
thing
any kind of sex work, there was always like a middleman or someone else that was.
Well, you could say middleman. Most of the time, it was a dude who was doing none of the work. And
the production companies and studios and agents and all of that. And so many of us kind of have found each other. And I really would say Twitter is like the biggest way that a lot of us have found each other and kind of found a community. And now it's awesome. Like I have these friends in it, friends that have been doing it a lot longer than I have, and stuff that I can bounce ideas off of and I can get advice from, and we can all kind of help promote one another and kind of share in like our business together. and collaborate, depending on what people's personal boundaries and comfort levels are. So it's like this cool community of like internet hot girls.
that kind of just sprung up organically. We're going to come back because I have a few questions I want to ask. Namely, why didn't my OnlyFans work?
You actually have giant boobs. It should have worked better.
They shrunk. I don't get it.
I mean, I'm human, so sure, there are things that bother me or hurt my feelings, but
my friends convinced me you were actually a chat bot that was just trolling me with pictures, and I was sending you money.
So there are accounts that have like agencies and stuff that run them that have other people doing it. And I had an agency for a minute and I just was not happy with it. And I much prefer to actually talk to my subscribers and be more hands-on with it. But no, things hurt my feelings or weigh on me. But the only things, and this is like a general thing, the only things that can hurt your feelings are things that you already think about yourself.
Yeah.
So if it's preying on an insecurity, it's going to sting because it's reinforcing something you already think.
And it sucks when you do radio with someone that knows all the things you're insecure about and then says them to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your boobs.
Okay, anyhow.
But it's really the kind of weird, insane person that gets on the internet and says psychotic, hateful things about a complete stranger is just a sad person.
I am, yes, thank you.
And it's more of a reflection on them than it is on me. And, I think you do have to have a really thick skin and a certain personality to be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
If I could kind of to like broaden this out, because not everybody is going to do the same work that you did.
Sure.
But a lot of people do have to do on the day-to-day. Like you're literally bearing all, right? And then you're really exposing yourself, and there's people making comments about that.
This even parallel.
Is it DNA that made you like, okay, I'm confident I can deal with this? Or are there training steps? Are there things that you can tell yourself that literally somebody who's in their car right now goes, oh, that actually could help me just deal with my coworkers, or Kathy, who
or if you're a kid in school that's getting bullied on TikTok or something like that, like it kind of transcends. Should be listening to this segment. That's true. Okay, never mind, kids.
Are not listening to me.
Glad I didn't make that DNA joke when you threw it out there.
Thank you.
I mean, there is definitely like some of things that are just a personality traits, but I really think like the kind of bottom line of like, can you change this situation?
Yeah.
Are you in control of it? No. Well, then what is the point of worrying about it?
Thank you. This has been my intervention for why I get sad when people say mean things on the internet. Before you head out of here, you have your card. Where can we find you on you're really good on Twitter. That's where you seem to shine. Yeah. Where can we follow you on Twitter to see your humor?
So my Twitter is the Meredith, Meredith. Also, if you go to meredithactually.com, that takes you to all of my socials, all of my subscription accounts, everything. You can find it all there.
Now, there's a lot of lingo used on the internet that is for sexual things because we can't always say it. So I wrote some things down. I'm going to ask you if you know what these mean. We'll start really simple. Slide in the DMs.
Well, yeah, and when somebody DMs you and they're like flirting with you or hitting on you.
And you found a way to monetize that, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm, yes.
So it says in your profile if someone DMs you, they got to pay.
Oh yeah, I had it in my bio, but it was like a $50 DM fee. Like if you want me to answer you, give me money.
That's so great. Just not working for me.
And so they do it.
Next thing, collab.
Collab.
Did you think when I asked you to collab, it was going to be for radio?
Yeah, I knew it was not going to be an OnlyFans collab.
But you say no collabs.
Yeah, that means I do not want random people soliciting at me to shoot content together because they're not
really shooting content, they're just trying to hit on you in a way.
Well, it's also just like, sure, a complete random stranger, I will have sex with you. Like, that's literally what they're asking. Is like, hey, do you want to bone me? Like,
we really think that works, and it never does. A sex pest.
Sex pest. Internet perverts that just won't leave you alone.
Okay.
It's CJ. Okay, sorry. Remember when you said I know that you have things that make you uncomfortable?
TML.
TML.
I get too many Legos. I get that a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
TML. That's not one that I.
Yeah, ladies will see my profile and they're like, too many Legos. TML.
Yeah.
So I know what PPV is. It's pay-per-view, but what does it mean when people say PPV?
That means so on OnlyFans, you can subscribe and see just like the content that's posted on the main feed. And then I'll send things out in the DMs. That's PPV. So they pay extra to unlock those videos.
Okay. Stunt cock.
Stunt cock.
Just kidding. I know I got to be that once. That's a story for off air. And then last but not least, probably what you excel at, thirst trap.
Oh, yeah. I'm the master of the thirst trap. It's just posting a really hot pic of yourself to get people's attention.
And it didn't work for me and my OnlyFans. You can find that with one sad picture up. Meredith, thank you very much for joining us, hanging out with us. Appreciate it. And best of luck with everything.
Thank you.